Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. Animal Kingdom Season 2, Episode 11. This episode is called The Leopard. Y'all ready? Let's get straight to it. This episode is interesting because Pope is pondering his past and figuring out his future. Baz is trying to play Jay just a little bit. He's willing to offer Jay, let's say, 2 slices of pizza, while Smurf is offering Jay the pizza restaurant. Do you understand what I'm saying, folks? Everybody's playing everybody. The truth is coming out. Oh, it was so much going on this episode. Over here dealing with this big kidnapping situation. Baz is just careless, point blank and period. Careless. He's careless with Lena, with Smurf, with Lucy, with his life in general. He's getting careless with his brothers. He is careless even in the car. That man didn't have a seatbelt on. It's just little things, and he's tripping. Smurf then went so far as to take Baz off of power of attorney. Dang, that's cold. You know somebody is ticked off with you when they say, you know what, even in my death, no, I don't want you to eat off of me. I'm done with you. Gone, get gone. What's that song say? You's a liar and a cheater, heartbreaker, and I won't let you back in my life, so I'm taking. Man, the same thing, right? The house, the car, the keys, the dog. I want it all. Taking it all back from Baz. He can't get it. Pope, you know what? Came to the cop coming back, the detective. I felt Pope bluffed him, and it worked, because it was like, how far are you willing to go? You're confronting everyone. He confronted Amy and told her the truth. We'll get back to that. He confronted the cop and bluffed him. He confronted Mama Smurf, and you see what happened with that situation. If a man is over the age of 38 on Animal Kingdom, he's a dirtbag. Correct me if I'm wrong. But everyone was beefing this episode. Pope and Smurf, Craig and Darren. The young folks versus the limits, you know, even when it came to them. Drinking. They ain't supposed to be drinking. You know, driving around town. I don't know if Jay has a license, if he's even old enough to have a driver's license. He may be. Jay and Nikki doing drugs out, you know, out in the open. All right, let me holler at Craig real quick. He was in Vegas balling out of control. He had 4 chicks in the bed. And even Marco came in and said, dang, man, you gonna need a dang on penicillin shot. The stuff you were doing. He can't even remember what occurred. He made so many promises and he did so much. And we don't even know the limit as to what he did. We don't know if there's a cap on it. We just know he did a whole lot and it's going to come back and bite him in the tail. Bet. As far as Baz is sneaky. He's rifling through Smurf's papers and he finds this manila envelope labeled with his last name, Blackwell. We see these Polaroid pictures of a child bruised, beaten on the backside. We can only assume it was him. We know also that Smurf tapped the place, so she has audio and we can hear it all. And I forgot that Smurf went in there and she dropped all those wires in his house. And she's tired of it. She knows that he's pillow talking to Lucy about everything and she's done with it. She's washed. The girlfriend dropped a major clue in the beginning of the episode before we even found out that she was running things when it came to her brother. And she wasn't in California just for Baz. She's in there to regulate her own business. She said basically blood doesn't matter to her. A big clue. Blood doesn't matter. She don't care about her brother. Wow. Baz was able to confront his father and he brought that reminder of the photograph and I felt like, okay, is he trying to clean up all ties where in California so he can disappear? But he's not going to get out because that girl's going to give him something. She's going to give him something to where it's blocked forever. He's not going to be able to do it because everything's going to be missing in that house. It's going to be stripped. And okay, so we had this episode full of people. The supporting cast really represented this episode when it came to Marco, Nikki, Craig's girlfriend, and Amy. Here's the thing with Amy. Amy and Nikki, you both give me a headache. I call them my migraines. I call them my headaches. Some of y'all are really ticked with them too, but Amy, look, you messed up. As a mother, you messed up. You made a huge mistake, and that's that. But why are you bringing Pope into it? Because when you said, hey, come with me, he felt like, why aren't you asking your loved one, your brother, to go? Is she saying, I want you because I care about you? So now you feel like, she loves me for me. She wants me in her life. Finally, someone loves me. Someone loves Pope. Yay! You do the biggest thing you could have done to ruin yourself We'll get to that in 1 second. Now, Nikki's over Craig. She's done with Craig. She's over Craig. Now she can laugh and reflect on it. Like, this fool broke up with me 11 times. He didn't even remember he's so high. Her and Jay are being, teenage sweethearts. What's crazy was to see Smurf with the shovel and she's getting the money out the yard. The fact that she's so calculated and she's so Smurf, you know what I mean? And she did it all with her TLC. Red light special, so I creep, red pajamas. Yes, Smurf, slay girl, get them coins out the yard with that shovel. I hear you. Always got a rainy day plan, and I love it, but it's sad. And what does Smurf tell us? You have to be mobile and adaptable. And she tells Jay that Baz ripped off the storage and grandma hands him a stack. Like I said, you got to pay to play. And if you want trust in this family with the Codys, and you got to go bad, because bad is bread. The style that they swag out to is that animalistic style. You got to pay. And she's paying him for love. Let me know how you feel about it. Drop a comment below real quick. Marco says the early bird gets the worm. Gives Craig $5,000 basically to handle this babysitting job. But it's not babysitting what's in the trunk. It's a freaking teenager or a young adult that's been kidnapped. Doesn't make it a Craig issue. Craig makes it a Darren thing. And now with him making it a Darren thing, he now knows... This kid knows where the bar is. He brought the broken board into it. It's just a big mess, man. Craig and Darren end up getting into the scuffle. And it's just proving that Craig has to get it together at the end of the day. I mean, God, your chick came over there and said that you had got a private plane and you're doing all these favors and you owe her money. She's crazy. She joking about killing you, but you did almost leave her for dead. Payback is something. Brothers fight. The kid runs and they get in a fight. And one of the boys gets stabbed with a rusty nail. And I'm like, you know what? What else do you have to go through? Is forgiveness possible? And Pope says, is forgiveness possible? Can you love someone who's done something bad? She goes, well, what have you done? What did you do? Did what? And he told her that he smothered Catherine. And they both start crying and, tunnel vision. You can't hear things. She says, get out. But did y'all notice he didn't leave? He sat on her doorstep. I bet you episode 12, she gonna get smothered now. Because you told her. She's gonna tell. She may have a guilty conscience with her trying to clean up her act. And she may just go to the police. She's already being questioned and her spirit ain't gonna feel right. Oh, Pope, it's like he has a reverse Midas touch. Everything he touches doesn't turn to gold. Everything you touch, it turns dead and cold. That's sad. If we find out Marco's been enjoying himself, having fun, all the while the boys have been worried and losing their marbles over this kidnapping situation. A sister pulls up who was Baz's girlfriend, and I said to myself, you know what? This is craziness. This is straight up craziness. Wow. And the boys are like, Craig and Darren like, what in the hell did we just witness? I told y'all. Drop a comment below and let me know what you guys thought about that very moment. Madness, right? Everything is more than it seems. He threw the pie and drank a beer in her house. That's pretty foul. I had this new thing to where I rate an episode on a scale of 1 to 10 and tell y'all how I like it. And it goes a little something like this. I'm going to go ahead on and say this was an 8.8. It was a good episode leading up. Once again, it's like 2 lead up. Last episode was cool. This episode, I'm going to go ahead on and leave it at an 8.8. Y'all drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about Baz playing everybody. And he's going to end up, Baz doesn't understand. He's playing himself. Can't play everybody. You can't play Mama Bear. It'd never work out for y'all. Y'all, sorry that it took me an extra, 12 hours to get it out to y'all. A lot going on today. That's why I'm in the car doing it. Hit y'all next time. Peace and love. YouTube's tripping right now. Like, for real. YouTube is bugging the heck out. So, let me know what y'all think. Bye.